Hello and happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome back to In the Burnt Orange Corral with Mama Longhorn. I know I'm long overdue and I sincerely apologize once again. Sometimes life gets in the way and I can't always do what I want to do, and that's just how life rolls sometimes. Um, so I've been just dealing with life. I had a back injection recently. I've just been dealing with that and just Uh, like I said, I am a full-time wife, and I do have a full-time job. Unfortunately, I cannot do this full-time as I would love to do. That would be my dream job, as you all know. Um, but I am sincerely apologetic about not having a show when I said I was going to have one. But nonetheless, I am back, and I have new stuff to talk about. And of course, I was waiting for stuff to kind of develop through the pipeline and bring you some more goodies. And boy, do I have some. And then plus, there's plenty more where that came from to keep them, coming and consistent. But first and foremost, I want to say thank you to God. Without Him, nothing is ever possible. And I want to say thank you to all of you all for supporting me along the way. And I'm sincerely grateful for not losing any of y'all. I really appreciate it. I do what I love. I love what I do. And if I really want to say this from the bottom of my heart. If I ever meant anything to any of you, and I still mean anything to you, I really, really appreciate it. And I thank you so much. So happy Holy Week. The Easter season is upon us. Tomorrow is Good Friday and Easter Sunday is Sunday. And I'd like to have another show talking about, of course, tomorrow night's game. The women's basketball are in the Final Four. But I also I want to have an Easter show. But anyway, let's get through this one first, shall we? But yeah, sincerely from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you so much. I've been feeling, honestly, like I said, and I'm being honest, sincerely honest right now. And as you all know from my previous shows, if you've watched, I am an advocate for mental health. And to be honest, I haven't been feeling the greatest at times. So I thank you. With God's grace, I'm being lifted up, and I'm carrying on. And I thank you so much, too, for y'all standing by me along the way. Could not be any more grateful for what I have. So thank you so much. And if any of you are struggling in any way, I lift you up as well. I love each and every one of you. So let's get started. So so this show, before I even get started talking about football, this show is about also the pro day results. I know I'm a little behind on that. It was last week, but I want to get to that. But before I do, I want to start off my show by giving some shout outs, accolades, congratulations are in order, and I want to talk about some community heroes, the athletes who give back to the community. But let's start off by honoring, last week we had the SEC Freshman of the Week, Texas softball, Hannah Wells. She's the DP and also the pitcher, one of the pitchers. I want to say Hannah Banana, congratulations. Great ball player. And getting to be a power hitter, too. So, I want to say congratulations to Hannah. And I want to say a big thank you. And this is coming from me and every Longhorn fan in the nation and all around the world. Thank you to the men's basketball team for a great season, making it to the Sweet 16, starting with the first four and on to the first and second round, all the way to the Sweet 16. Unfortunately, they did fall to Purdue, but that does not define them of who they are. Um, Great group of guys, very talented, great coach in Sean Miller. Um, next year, baby, next year. Hook 'em. You have a lot to be proud of. So, get those horns up. And I want to say a huge congratulations to our women's basketball. They are in the Final Four. They are going up against UCLA tomorrow night. Tip-off at 8:30. I'll see what I can do of getting in as much as I can, but unfortunately I probably have to see the final score the next morning, as I do work tomorrow tomorrow and Saturday. So, but I want to say congratulations and the best of luck, as they are duking it out in Arizona. And also the other team that's in the Final Four is UConn and South Carolina. I want to say a huge keep it going for the men swimming and diving, as they are our national champs back to back. It was such a beautiful sight yesterday morning as I was driving into work. Off to the distance to my right is that beautiful lit burnt orange tower, and the number one on the top. Well, I couldn't see the number one, but it was lit up in the number one. But I could see the whole orange lit tower. Is such a beautiful sight in the morning. And of course, I always greet it every morning regardless. Hook 'em, baby! I always do that. It's a ritual with me. Yeah, it's a everyday ritual every time I see it in the morning. That's my second favorite building in the world, next to the Alamo. The Alamo, the UT Tower, and the Texas Capitol. Those are my top three buildings in the world. Let's see. Let's keep it going. Congratulations to Hubert Coase, our Swimmer of the Year, back-to-back Swimmer of the Year accolade. Congratulations to him. What an awesome, and this whole team was breaking records, and just killing it in the pool, man. I want to say congratulations to our baseball team as they swept Oklahoma in their latest series. They are now taking on the season opener tonight against South Carolina. And the women's, congratulations on clinching their series against A&M last week. And tonight they are also in Tuscaloosa tonight, taking on Alabama and their series opener. So this is going to be a 3-day series, today through Saturday. So congratulations on y'all's previous wins, but good luck in this series. Should be exciting to watch. A lot of talent. So let's see. Let's see. And I also want to salute the pitcher of the week for men's baseball, Ruger Riojas. Congratulations. Hook 'em. And let's see. In football, we had the students of the week. Congratulations to Rhett Anderson, who is a walk-on, Kobe Black, and Charlie Gillette. I do have some recruiting news I'm going to pass along. But I'll save that in a little bit after I want to talk about pro days first. So this little segment here, I'll save it for last. But first I want to get to the pro day results, as we had pro day Tuesday on the 24th. And 16 Longhorns were in participation. I was going to say precipitation, but I really meant participation. They were in the house, performing in front of the scouts and all 32 teams that were represented by a scout, and some surprise coaches, including Brian Schottenheimer, the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, and the Cleveland Browns as well. One of their you know, representatives and coach. But let's get started. So we had linebacker Anthony Hill, defensive back Malik Muhammad, cornerback Jalen Gilbo, safety Michael Taff, quarterback Matthew Caldwell, linebacker Trey Moore, tight end Jack Indries, defensive lineman Travis Shaw, offensive lineman DJ Campbell, defensive end Ethan Burke, defensive lineman Cole Brevard, and offensive lineman Cole Hudson, linebacker Marshall Landwehr, long snapper Lance St. Louis, punter Jack Bowmeister, and kicker Mason Shipley. We're all in attendance of this year's Texas Pro Days, and of course we did have some other Longhorns ex-teammates or former teammates or newcomers or former Longhorns visiting as well and cheering on their teammates like Jahdae Barron. And I love the fact that Michael Taff was filling in to catch some balls from and running some routes from Matthew Caldwell because we didn't have any wide receivers. Also, Rhett Anderson was also helping in that area as well. So that was pretty cool. But let's see. Let's talk about some highlights. So punter Jack Bowmeister is his measurements is he's 6'3", 209 pounds. He punted outside the bubble with a good distance and hang time. With him, nothing surprises me. He is an outstanding punter, and any team would be lucky to have him. A very talented punter. I don't know how many times he helped Texas out, punting it way down in the field where it needed to be. He's a lot like Michael Dixon. As you all know, Michael Dixon he's a punter for the Seattle Seahawks. You want a good punter, Jack Bowmeister is your man. Defensive lineman Cole Brevard, he stands at 6'3", 346 pounds. He bench pressed 19 reps of 225 pounds, and the 225 pounds is the average. That's what, out of all the pounds. But so he did 19 reps of the 225 pounds. He had 23.5 in the vertical jump, and he had he participated in the positional drills. What an awesome job he did. Of course, Cole Brevard is a hefty dude on the defensive line. Very productive. He's like a brick. Very talented. There's nothing bad to say about any of these guys, and everybody has their weaknesses, but those are called opportunities to build on, right? But Cole Brevard is a very big asset on any defense. I'll just tell you that. Defensive end Ethan Burke. He got his day, buddy. Unfortunately, he did not make the combine. That was recently in February, or late February, early March. Unfortunately, I thought, he needed to land a spot, but hey, he got his day at the Pro Day. So this is what he did. He's at 6'6", 267 pounds, or 267 pounds. Let's see, he's got 34-inch arms and an 83-inch wingspan. He did a 4.88 to a 4.9 in the 40-yard dash. That's pretty good for an edge, and he's a big, stocky dude. Like I said before, Ethan Burke works, man. He is like all over that field. he has his paws and everything, and he puts his body on the line for sure on any defense. He's he can make guys fumble, and he's come up with the ball. You know, I talked about him last time in my show about his stats, and I can't say enough. He's a fifth-year senior. He was a fifth-year senior at Texas, a super senior, what they call him. Any defense looking for a great pass rusher, there Ethan is your man. So let's see. He bench pressed 15 reps. He did a 29-inch vertical jump, 9 feet 11 inches in the long jump, and he had a 4.24 short shuttle time, and he did a 6.94 in the cone drill. And he met with a few of the teams in the NFL on the pro day. So like I said, any team is lucky to have him. And I hope at any time on April 23rd through the 25th, I hope I hear his name being called, or he's signed right off the bat. Let's see. Let's keep it going with. Let's see. I have everything all written down here. Okay, so now I'm switching over to the other side because there's a lot. I put it all in, man. I packed it all in. Okay, and there's some. I was just talking about the NFL teams that were interested in Ethan Burke, and that I told you that Ethan Burke had talked to a couple of them. Well, the Houston Texans and the Detroit Lions were interested in Ethan Burke and was talking with him. Let's see how everything plays out. But also the Dallas Cowboys showed interest in Anthony Hill and Malik Muhammad as well. But they were talking with Anthony Hill. Let's see how that plays out. As we all know, they have Jaden Blue and DeMarvion Overshown. Quarterback Matthew Caldwell. He stands at 6'4", 209. He did a 4.62 in the 40-yard dash. He did a 34-inch vertical jump, and he threw to Michael Taff and Rhett Anderson. And like I said, Rhett Anderson is a walk-on. They were his wide receivers, since there were no wide receivers in the pro day or in the combine. Not this year anyway. But he was looking good. Matthew Caldwell, he threw very well. He was one of the standouts. And I'm very happy for this young man. He needed to do what he needed to do. Or he did what he needed to do for himself to improve his draft stock. So, congratulations. Let's see. Where are we going here? The offensive guard, DJ Campbell, he was in the combine, but he was also able to perform in the pro day as well. He stands at 6'3", 321 pounds, and he bench pressed 20 reps. Very impressive. We have tight end Jack Indries. He did a 17 bench press. Let's see. He did a broad jump of 10 feet 8 inches. And let's see. He also did a 10.5 broad jump. So that, or no, wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. I'm reading the wrong broad jump. That 10.5 that belongs to someone else. Excuse me for a minute. So Jack Indries, he did a 10 feet 8 inch broad jump. So that's awesome. He also talked to every team that represented 32 teams, but he was talking to the Eagles and the Jaguars. So that was awesome. Congratulations to Jack Endries, one of the great tight ends. And we come to cornerback Jalen Gilbo. He stands at 6 feet, 183 pounds, 15 bench press, or he did 15 bench press reps. He did a 4.44 in the 40-yard dash. He had a 34 vertical jump, and he also did a 10.5 broad jump. That's what I meant to say for him, for Jalen Gilbo. So congratulations to Jalen. What a beast on that field as well. Then we come to mighty man linebacker Anthony Hill. He had he stands at 6'3" at 238 pounds. He did a 23.5 inch vertical jump. Pretty solid for the Mr. Cheetah. And of course, Anthony Hill talking to the Dallas Cowboys. Let's see. We have offensive lineman Cole Hudson. He stands at 6'5", 308 pounds. And he did a 19 rep bench press. And he had a 5.4 in the 40-yard dash. We have linebacker Marshall Landwehr. He is at 6 feet, 227 pounds. We have linebacker Trey Moore. Stands at 6'3", 249 pounds. So he was nursing a pectoral injury. So no bench press or agility training, but he was able to do some position drills. So that was an awesome thing. Very productive young linebacker Marshall Landwehr and linebacker Trey Moore. Very, very productive. And I know what they can do on the defense. So, like I said before, I know I sound like a broken record, but any defense be lucky to have them. Let's see. Cornerback Malik Muhammad. He stands at 6 feet, 188 pounds. He actually gained weight, and I'm proud of that because he needed to gain on that weight. And he actually stood on his combine results. So he was happy with the combine results. He did meet with several teams, like the 49ers, the Raiders, the Commanders, the Cowboys. Actually, the Cowboys visits are up and coming, and also up and coming as well are visits to the Saints and the Giants. So he has a schedule in front of him before the draft. So congratulations to the congratulations to Malik. I love me. I mean, these guys are so impressive, and I can't wait to see where they go in the next level of their careers in the NFL. Let me turn this thing around and let's talk about some defensive tackle Travis Shaw. He stands at 6'5", 342 pounds. He was able to perform a 26.5 vertical jump. Let's see. Kicker Mason Shipley. He stands at 6 feet, 187 pounds. He was able to hit 16 of 16 field goals. So he got all his field goals, ranging from 35 to 55 yards, and the left hash, right hash, and the center. So awesome as usual. And then we have long snapper Lance St. Louis, another effective and successful player on the special teams, to go with Mason and Jack over there. He stands at 6 feet, 224 pounds, and just a great asset to anybody who's looking for special teams, right? So when you have safety Michael Taft, Mr. Mighty Dog, Taft Daddy. He stands at 6 feet, 189 pounds. He did a 34.5 vertical, and he had a 10.2 broad jump, so that was awesome for him. Turning heads, and of course he met with all 32 teams, and they are so interested in this man, of how competitive he is, and they love what kind of a team player that he is. So can't wait for, I mean, they've all improved their draft stock. They had great opportunities, and boy did they make the best of their opportunities on Pro Day. It's a very successful combine and a very successful Pro Day where it concerns our Longhorns. So I can't wait for the draft. All right, let's talk about some recruiting. That closes the books on another